So I moved to New York City. I moved here because this city has so much energy. And then I learned the city gets its energy by sucking it out of the people that live here. I'm a stand-up comedian.
I am in digital marketing.
I'm on fire here. I am on fire.
When we first met, I thought he was very funny.
That's changed.
We had a slow start as we dated.
I got ghosted for 2 months.
No, I wasn't really ghosting you. I wasn't quite sure.
We've been married for we've been living together 8 years. Yeah.
We've been married for 5 years.
Take 2, yeah. And we got 2 great little girls. Who's that? Anita who? Anita House? Our rental, we had to move out. So now we're staying at my sister's basement. So now we're looking to buy.
We definitely want to stay in the New York City area. We've settled on Astoria, but there are definitely challenges when it comes to being in New York, especially having to do with price and space.
Our max price tag is
$1.2 million.
$1.2 million.
Say it like a normal person. I like these row houses where they're only partially attached so that there are still windows on the outside. You can get a lot of light on that angle, you know?
Yep.
So we're looking at row houses, and we definitely want something that's a duplex. If we could have even just a 1-bedroom or a studio apartment that we could rent out to maybe help with the mortgage, that would be great.
Any little income we could have coming in would be very beneficial.
We'll wind up all living in 1 bedroom because we'll rent out the rest of the house.
Now this one, I can't tell how many bedrooms it has.
Well, this has 3 bedrooms, but it looks like that 3rd bedroom is really small.
I want bathrooms.
Okay.
I grew up in a family, there's 9 people in the house with 1 bathroom. And
you're
that's
still
a source of
emotionally
tension.
scarred from it.
Tough.
If we were to maybe take down that wall and that wall, it could be a big open air space. I'm happy to go in somewhere and really make it our own, knock down walls. We've been waiting so long to buy someplace that I want it to reflect our style.
To me, that sounds a little daunting, renovation-wise, to like knock out walls. I'm used to wall, hey, that wall was there first.
We're ready to have our own space.
Yeah, we are motivated buyers. We are bringing the checkbook, we are ready to cut a deal.
You know, I think you're really gonna like this house. It's in a row home, but it's only connected on the left side wall.
I like that it has a driveway here.
Okay, yeah.
That's a little steep, but I think we can pull it up.
You know what? A steep driveway is better than no driveway.
That is true.
It's a legal 2-family, 3-bedroom, 2-bath.
Hey, okay.
Listed for $1,099,000.
Okay, that's within the range.
It might not be exactly what you want,
Right.
but we can maybe talk about reconfiguring it. Come on, let's go see the house.
Okay.
So this is your living room.
Okay.
Wow, look at this carpet.
I love the color green, but
Okay, the carpet can go. It's just a little cosmetic
do we have to mow this?
Add a little lipstick and mascara goes a long way,
Okay,
right?
we won't focus on the
right.
carpeting.
It is a little dark in here.
Yeah, it's very dark. This wouldn't be a bad living space, although I would like to see these walls come down.
You know what? We talked about reconfiguring the house. I don't think this is a supporting wall, so you probably could take this down.
Well, that seems like a big job to me. Like now you're knocking down structure. I really don't know.
I don't think taking down 1 wall is such a big deal.
Who knows how much that costs, what we're going to get into.
Now we're gonna go into the dining room.
Oh, well, this is also pretty dark. Is there a bathroom on this floor?
No bathroom on this for you now.
Oh.
Okay.
You may be able to add a little half bath down here.
So this is the dining room, then this would be the kitchen, or...
Yeah, this is where the kitchen used to be.
Okay, interesting.
We can dine, but we can't cook.
Remember, there's also downstairs, so they have a kitchen downstairs.
Hold on a second. If this is it for the first floor, then there are no bedrooms up here.
Yeah.
It sounds a little
Confusing.
confusing.
You know, Molly and Moody, to make this house work for them, they would have to move things around. Maybe they could combine the 1st and 2nd floor, or the 1st floor with the basement. They don't have to configure it exactly the way it is now. They're gonna have to move that around. And this is where your kitchen is.
Oh boy. I think I can handle this, but I'm going to guess that my bride is going to be less enthused.
Yeah, I can't handle this at all. This is terrible. The linoleum floor is really ugly, and this kitchen, just with the countertops, and it's so old-fashioned. But I guess it's a kitchen. At least there's something there. I'm still a bit unclear if this is the kitchen area and upstairs is the dining room and living room. Where are the bedrooms?
No bedrooms is kind of a deal breaker.
We're gonna have to, like I said, reconfigure this space.
A lot of imagination.
I'm starting to feel as though the only way we can look at this house is just a blank slate, because otherwise, as it is right now, there's no way it would work for us.
Great idea. Look at it as a blank canvas.
Okay.
That's perfect.
That's the only way I could see doing this.
If we're doing a lot of reconfiguring, this might not be a great fit for us.
Is there a bathroom downstairs
There is
here?
a bathroom.
Oh, it's tiny.
It doesn't look good at the moment, I know, but it is a second bath.
The basement bathroom looks like a 1970s gas station.
Yeah, I don't know how we can
I don't
make
know
this
what we're
work
gonna
with
do
2
with it.
kids. Bathtub looks really gross.
And then the bathtub, I don't know what happened in there. I kind of don't want to know. I think the FBI's got to look into that.
Here's your backyard.
Okay.
This is a nice big open space for the
for New
girls
York
to play
City,
in.
yeah.
It's very important to me that we have a backyard. I grew up on the 4th floor in a building in Manhattan. I'm looking for a little bit of space for our girls.
You have a backyard in New York.
That's nice. I don't know how to get to it because we'd have to go through the basement or along a shared driveway.
You could totally make a slider and then a stairwell right into the backyard.
We've got to figure out how much that costs.
Right.
Let's go see the rest of the house.
Let's do it.
This is the door to the separate unit upstairs.
Right.
Okay, guys, so this is the second unit. Here the kitchen is to the front of the house.
It feels like it's weird we're in a kitchen.
This was obviously not originally a kitchen.
No,
it
I mean,
seems like
this-
this must have been a bedroom at one point.
They also probably at one point reinvented the house too. So at the moment, this is where the second unit is, and that's where the kitchen is. So let's go take a look at the bedroom.
This is actually a really nice sized room. And I really like the hardwood floors. They need a little bit of sanding and staining, but I like the detail, the inlay around the edges. Wow, very medicinal in here.
It is a good sized bathroom.
I don't know that anybody would want this bathroom.
Okay, guys, this is the final room of the house.
This is
good sized
actually-
room.
This is way bigger than the bedroom we have right now.
Yeah. Well, I think this is a great 1-bedroom apartment, nice rental unit we got on top here. We could get a little income for that.
Well, what if we were to use this as our master bedroom? That could be the girls' room next door, and maybe downstairs could be our living room and kitchen and dining room, and we make that entire unit our living space.
We don't have any rental income.
Well, what if we were to use the basement and we could rent that out for storage? We could potentially even rent out the parking spot. We've been parking on the street this long. I think this place does have a lot of potential because we're able to treat it as a blank canvas.
We're at kind of our max, and we're talking about renovating on top of that. We might be a little broke here, and if we run out of money, we might have a toilet with no seat on it. Steve, how are you?
Welcome.
Thank you.
We're going to show you today a legal 2-family house.
Great.
So this is a similar styled house of the area. It's townhouse, about 2,400 square feet, counting the basement.
All right.
Roomy?
Nice
Okay,
size,
yeah.
Listed for 1.299.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
That's like $100,000 more
I
than the
know,
top
I
of our-
know. It's above your range.
Right.
The seller may be slightly negotiable. So let's go see
Okay,
it.
let's take
Okay.
a look.
So we have a full apartment upstairs, 2 bedrooms.
2-bedroom.
We
Great.
have a basement downstairs.
Sure.
And then we have the ground floor unit here.
Let's check it out.
So this is the first floor unit.
Okay, this is a nice big
It's a
open
little
space.
area, yeah. This does get good light.
Floors are really nice.
This is that old parquet wooden floor. It's spectacular.
Yeah.
It's nice, but for a living room, it's a little snug.
Remember,
Well, maybe we could have a combined living room, dining room space. There seems to be a lot of room this way.
Okay.
so this is the bedroom.
Oh, it's tiny.
It has beautiful floors. Okay.
I wish it had more beautiful floor. It's a little.
We really couldn't live as a family on this floor alone. There's no way. There's not enough
No,
room. It's just a
it's
small
impossible.
1-bedroom apartment.
Yeah.
But if we were to somehow go upstairs and make it a duplex or even downstairs, that could be the only option.
At this price, we're going to need some rental income coming from somewhere, though.
Well, if the upstairs is a 2-bedroom apartment, maybe it's possible for us to live there and rent out this unit.
Right across the hall is the bathroom.
Okay.
It's very small.
Yeah, a little bland.
We are 4 people
That's true.
using one
Yeah.
bathroom, so it might be a little bit tight if we were to stay within one unit.
Let's see the kitchen.
Okay.
Well, this needs a lot of love, that's for sure.
The ceiling, I'm not sure what happened. It's modern art.
It looks like maybe they tried to clean it. I'm not quite sure. That's where my imagination
The ceiling's
is
the
going.
only thing in the kitchen I like. I think that's cool.
Okay, so realistically, this kitchen would need a total facelift. I can't see any way to
No
salvage
matter what we do,
anything
it's still
here.
small no matter what we do.
Well, there is a door to the backyard, so at least there's access this way. And
Yeah.
I know that some
At
places
least you can
only...
get out of this kitchen.
And here's the backyard.
Oh, that's a nice big open space for the girls to play.
It's kind of
It is.
private. I like it.
Garage would be great. No street parking.
Yes.
So this is the basement. We're gonna go upstairs and see the 2-bedroom apartment with the kitchen, living room, dining room.
Great.
Sounds good.
And here's similar layout to what you had downstairs. We could duplex this with the first floor.
Right.
Or you could keep this separate and make this your income producing unit. Bedroom, back here, exactly the same.
Okay.
And bathroom, very similar in size.
Okay.
And the kitchen's in the back.
We are still within the realm of needing a whole lot of work with this kitchen.
And you have another little space over here, which is the bedroom.
So this is a very small space. My instinct would be to knock down this wall entirely and make it a much bigger living space. This could be an entire bedroom. We could seal that off, and this could be one big
Perfect.
bedroom for the
Perfect.
girls. We could even live in this space while renovating the other part.
Exactly.
Potentially.
We've been talking about renovations a lot, but the price of the house is beyond our max. So I don't know what we'd have left on the table to do anything.
And here we have the basement.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
70s wall.
It gives off a certain mood, that's for sure.
Yeah. It's got low ceilings. The windows don't allow in much light. This basement is move-out ready.
We still only have one bedroom upstairs. I think this would probably have to be a bedroom down here, and I don't know if I would want a bedroom that's this dark with such low ceilings.
We'll put the kids down here.
So I think that this would take a little bit more work, and we would potentially need permits, but we could clean this out and use it as its own rental unit.
I think it's going to be a little pricey, though, because there's no bathroom down here. There's no kitchen.
I really like the airiness and brightness of this house, but I'm a little bit unclear of how we would configure it to make it actually livable for us. What this house definitely has going for it is the light, the space.
It has a backyard. It has a 2-car garage.
For $1.3 million, we have a 1-bedroom apartment and a 2-bedroom apartment, both of which need a lot of work.
They each only have one bathroom. The basement doesn't have a bathroom or a kitchen.
But maybe perhaps we could negotiate with the seller.
Okay.
3-bedroom, 2-bath.
Sounds like there might not be any rental income.
No income producing though.
Okay.
Listed for 1.248.
Okay, that's a
Fully renovated
price
though.
tag.
Fully renovated,
Better
okay?
be. Better be.
It's beautifully done.
Hey, come on in.
Hey, Auntie, how are
Hi,
you?
how are you?
Hi, nice to meet you.
Hi.
Hi, I'm Moody. Good to meet you,
Nice to
Ante.
meet
How
you.
are you?
Have a look.
Thank you.
Have a great day, thank you. So this is the first floor. As you can see, open concept.
Nice.
It's beautiful.
It's 17 feet wide, but it looks a lot bigger.
I love the open kitchen, the way it all flows together.
This is move-in ready. We could put everything in right here.
Yeah.
I'm looking around. I don't see anything I would change. My one thing I'm still thinking is there any way to squeeze some income, rental income out of here?
You know, there's very creative ways to do that. Maybe storage in the basement. Maybe you rent out a bedroom.
Is there a garage?
No garage, but there is a backyard.
This is a single-family home. Initially, we're talking about a 2-family and getting rental income to help us with a big chunk of mortgage. I'm not sure. We're gonna have to be real creative to find a way to rent out some of this.
I love the kitchens.
It's cozy. I like it.
I love this peninsula. We could potentially put some stools under there for the girls to have breakfast.
I can microwave over here.
It's a full big kitchen.
Yeah.
You know?
Nice.
Yeah, they've taken a very small space and actually made it feel like a bigger open kitchen.
Yep.
And I do like how the door goes right out to the backyard. Oh, nice deck.
Nice little deck.
I
Work
think
on my
the
putting.
backyard needs a little bit of work.
We just clean that up a little bit and keep going. But
Right.
I like it.
It's nice and private, so you have a whole sort of fenced-in area so the two girls can play and not you have to worry about them.
I'm not a huge fan of the turf. I mean, I guess if we were playing mini golf, maybe it would be acceptable, but otherwise I would rip that right up.
It doesn't get muddy. You don't have to mow it, obviously. You just maybe twice a year vacuum your backyard.
Hello, this is
Yeah.
perfect.
Yeah.
No, I
spill grape
disagree
juice,
with both
not a
of
big
you.
deal.
Absolutely not. It's going. I wonder
Yeah.
what's underneath it. Probably just concrete.
Probably
Just
a built-in
dirt.
pool.
Yeah.
Let's go back in, okay?
Okay.
So we have a fully finished basement
Okay.
with a full bathroom.
Looks very nice.
Okay. Oh, it is nice.
I wonder if there's any way that we could rent out some of this space for storage. I don't know if that's possible, but maybe it's something we could look into.
Bathroom.
Sure.
Oh, wow, okay, this is a nice big bathroom. Okay, full shower.
Sure.
Here's the upstairs. 3 bedrooms.
The ceilings are high up here. I would trade some ceiling height for some floor width, but there's no way to do that.
So this is the master bedroom.
Perspective-wise, this is definitely the biggest of the 3 bedrooms. That being said, it's still a very small room. Like, I don't know if this is even a queen size bed. I think it's a double, and it still feels like that's really the biggest you could get in here.
Yeah.
We have a king. And the 3 bedrooms are tiny. This house wouldn't leave us any room to do any renovations. Some of the area feels a bit tight, so that's something to consider. While everything is beautiful, everything feels a little bit miniature.
We got a little loft upstairs there. The loft is kind of cool. I like it, but I don't know what we would use it for.
A guest bedroom. There's your rental income.
Every week a different stranger walks by our bed, climbs a ladder.
Perfect.
So this is the bathroom, which is, wow, it's really, really small.
That's a small tub.
Wow, this bathtub. Wait, let me look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is only a 4-foot long bathtub.
There are a lot of nice features to this house.
Definitely.
It's a beautiful place. It's move-in ready. 3
there-
bedrooms, 2 full baths.
And I love that it's an open kitchen, open living space. I'm
Yeah.
able to use all of this space.
Backyard is nice. And we're looking for a 2-family, and this is a 1-family. I don't know if it's in our resources.
There isn't any rental income, so that's a little bit tough. Also, no parking space or garage in New York City. That's a little bit tough.
The best feature is that you don't have to do a thing.
We're really gonna have to think about this.
Yes. Yeah. Decision time, hon.
Okay, I'm ready.
So the row house for 1.1 million had a lot of potential.
I thought so
little
too.
beat up.
I think you need a little bit of imagination to really
Yeah.
see the potential there.
Somehow there's rental income for sure here.
Yeah.
2 bathrooms. But for 2 families.
Right. I love the idea that this house is a blank canvas. We could build the kitchen exactly how we want it.
That can get pretty pricey.
Right.
I don't know if we have the resources to do that.
Okay, so let's look at the townhouse for 1.3 million.
It's a 2-family. It had that little backyard, little rental income.
The fact that it's a 2-bedroom on top of a 1-bedroom, we would either have to all live on the 2nd floor
Yeah.
and rent out the 1st floor.
Yeah.
Or we could potentially create a duplex between the 1st and 2nd floor, or the 1st floor and the basement. Would you really want our bedrooms to be in the basement of that house?
Oh, no.
I wouldn't want to sleep down there. It's like a cave.
Yeah, the basement needed a lot of work, and there was no bathroom down there or anything like that. And at 1.3 million, I think we don't have a lot of wiggle room for renovations and adding stuff like that.
So what do you think about the totally renovated single-family house?
That was beautiful. That was done nice. That is the definition of move-in ready.
I do have a little bit of a fear that the bedrooms upstairs are so small that we would outgrow them very quickly. And there's a bathroom on the 2nd floor. That bathroom is tiny.
Backyard was nice. We wouldn't have to do much other than raise a lot of money.
Yeah.
Without any rental income, I just don't know how we can make that happen.
The kitchen will be here. The
Yep.
sink will be right under the window, right?
Yep.
We bought the row house that was listed for 1.099. We got it for 1.075. We got them down a little bit.
A steal.
We are making it into a 1-family, so that there's enough room for the 4 of us.
But still, we'll have a little rental income.
Yeah, the parking spot, maybe some storage. We're gonna milk every single penny we can from this place.
We're gonna sell the Wi-Fi password, whatever we can do to get the income. Originally, I was hoping for something a little more move-in ready that we wouldn't have to reconfigure. In this place, we do have to reconfigure and do a lot of work.
We've taken down all this wall over here with the staircase. We've opened up the entire 1st floor so that it's more of an open concept, and we'll have 3 bedrooms upstairs.
Yeah. No turning back now. Wow.
Okay.
Toilet and a sink right in here.
We need the sink. Originally, you thought maybe we didn't need a sink in the half bath, but you do. So we're building a half bath into the kitchen, kind of. It's gonna be really tiny. So we're gonna need to get in and get out of there.
Better than running to the gas station. Hun,
Oh boy.
it's our first water damage.
Oh, so romantic. We've run into a couple of minor setbacks.
Today, we walked in, there was a water drip from the top floor to the middle floor to the bottom floor.
Right, we're addressing that immediately.
Yeah. I was coached over the phone by our plumber, who we love.
So you may as well be a plumber now.
fixed it.
Yeah. For the renovation, we are capped at 100,000, so we really can't go over that. Everything we can do, from some of the painting, some of the finishing touches, we're gonna do as much as we can. I mean, and when I
Molly's
say we,
very handy.
I mean you.